European Sleepworks at Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley, or find them online at sleepworks.com.
Financial institution. How do you know you're making the right choice? As banks themselves at a crossroads, maybe it's good to consider if you want your bank to be community and its businesses for 60 years, all without a single merger. And we intend to...
Oh, it was a cold and frosty day in London town. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And man, I need a cup of coffee so bad I can't even see straight. All right. Hello, Alan. How are you? Woo! Hey, Judy. Oh man, it is cold, cold, cold. Let's make sure of any bikers around. Now that we have to watch out for these dopes on the road. Let's watch it. Alright, because we got people that can't seem to take care of themselves. Whoa, it's cold. 53 degrees. You guys are like, are you nuts? You don't even know what cold is. Well, Einstein teaches us that everything is relative. Right? All right, let's see if we can go, or are we going to get smashed by a bike? We don't know. Is somebody pulling out? We got a million cars coming down the street. Hey, Moon. Yeah, it's cold, baby. Yeah, doing good. Glad to hear it, Alan. I'll be kind of glad to get to LA. Should be kind of delightful. It'll be in the mid-60s, I think. I don't know. And Vegas is going to be really cold. Gordon Ramsay, you pansy, you pensioner, you. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is cold. It was a cold and frosty night in London town. All right, are we going to go? We don't know if we're moving. We don't know if we're not. There we go. All right, we're moving now. Woo! Oh, you pansy. You bloody pansy. Oh, man. You toad. Man, everybody's all bundled up. Whoa! It was a cold and frosty night in London town. Yes, yes, yes. It's hard to imagine Vegas. Oh, I know, it's hard to believe it. It's got a continental climate, a high desert continental, which means brutally hot summers and arid and cool, sometimes cold winters. Like it snows in Las Vegas, like it doesn't snow here. So, once every 3 or 4 years. Yeah, thank you, Judy. I got another one coming. I'm so happy with the way my philosophical videos have been taken. I'm going to keep going on them and interspersing them here and there. I'm trying to get the backlog kind of fixed up. I got an interesting one tomorrow. I don't know, tomorrow might be my last chance to do a little crabbing, but good Lord, is it going to be brutally cold. We had a heavy frost today. Heavy. Yeah, thank you, Alan. I really appreciate that. Your opinion means a lot to me, as does Judy. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm trying to get some of the stuff done that's been requested. So obviously people are responding by subscribing and everything else to what's going on. So that's a good thing. All right, let me grab a cup of coffee. Thumbs up if you haven't done so yet in the spirit of the season. Where's Ramsey, you pansy? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright. Okay. It's better to give a clue. Oh, Ramsey, you better watch yourself, dude. Ryan, you better watch yourself. You already got kicked in the nuts once, which ended your soccer career. Excuse me, your footballing career. It was a cold and frosty night. Yes, it is. Man, but a good day today. Hopefully it's going to be a good day tomorrow, but I'm really going to have to stay warm. All right, let's pull that here. Oh, I dropped in. Oh, man. Man, it is cold. Yeah, it was 34 degrees when I ventured outside. There's a little more cloud cast tonight, so it probably won't be quite as cold. He has 0-0. I'm not sure what 0-0 is. Nothing floating. I don't know. Ramsey's, you know, it's going to be a painful fall for this guy. Oh, man. So please tap the like button if you haven't done so. We're just going to hang out for a bit. It's really cold tonight. So, you know, it's going to be a trying time. Kind of still too early to look at decorations because they haven't decorated Walnut Creek, right? Walnut Court. Oh man. Leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why won't you leave me alone? Oh, leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Oh, leave me. Yeah, it was so cold this morning. It was like I had such heavy frost on the van. Whew. It's supposed to have a little bit of rain on tomorrow night. I don't really know. I'm not sure. How you doing, Carrie Class? Good to see you, my friend. Hope everything's going well. My orange trees got a little nipped up today. Hi, Shimei. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Thank you for sending me your congratulations to you. I mean, you got some real coursework ahead of you there, honey. Better you than me. You've chosen a real path for yourself there. Dr. Frankenstein, how are you? Good to see you. Bucky, what's going on? Boy, this wire's really hanging low. Wow. That thing's only a couple feet above the van, man. I don't know what that's like a communication cable. I don't know how long that's gonna last. That coaxial cable looks like it's hanging 2 feet above the thing. Amanda Hug and Kiss, thank you very much for your beautiful card, classy as usual. I love how demure you are with your choice of Christmas cards. I thought that was really extremely chaste. That card, the card that you sent, I thought that was pretty doggone cool. Yeah, I thought it was a beautiful card. I don't know, just something about the way you conduct yourself that, well, we always have a touch of class in here. Southern charm and class. Gracious, right? That takes me back to my MBA days, Chimay, with my management courses. And oh, wow. Good old cost accounting. I don't think I've looked at, oh yeah, you sent me the plaque that was put in. I thought that was really nice. What a classy family you're a part of, Alan Gentry. I'll tell you, it's, what an impressive crew. You guys really are a foundational cornerstone of the Central Valley. I think that's pretty cool. They ought to write a book about your family in Central Valley. You could start it out. It was a cold and frosty night in Central Valley. What's up, Brandon? Craft Beer Pours. How you doing? Good to see you. What's going on? How's everything going? I mean, you have the kids doing okay, the boys? I think you had a little girl too, so I don't know how you're spending the holidays. These, Brandon, but I hope you're well. I hope everything's going good for you. What a nice guy. What a nice person. All right, don't hit me. Anybody on a bike? Gonna come just flying across. Yeah, Malibu was on fire, but if you know anything about it, it's up in the hills there, and I was just down in Malibu over Thanksgiving there. I'm not a big fan of it because, you know, it's just a highway that runs beside a hill, and up on the hills live people. So, 3 boys, that's right. So I think that's exciting. I think we're going to try to get over here where we got some light. Let's see what we're going to do. All right, we're going to let this bird go by. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, Alan. I think that's pretty cool. Let's get a lighted spot over here. Here we go. Now, you guys know I'm leaving town Friday. I'm recording a lot of preloaded videos too, some crabbing adventures and some other stuff. So, you know, this is a whirlwind. This is going to be a whirlwind trip in and out. It's going to seem like it's incredibly short, especially since the last one was like, I don't know, 12 days. Good evening. Yeah, extra. It was an extra on Malibu's Most Wanted. It's an impressive place, but my thing about Malibu is everybody's, you know, you have people that are down on the Highway 1 that have an ocean side. They're right there on the ocean. And then everybody else is up in the hills up there, right? So there's not really like a town center of Malibu and things. It's like a community where people fled to get away from Beverly Hills. Those people fled to get away from Hollywood, and they can't afford to live in Bel Air, so they're up in Malibu there, like the Jane Fondas of the world and people like that you know, it's beautiful down on the water there, overlooking the ocean, and yeah, it's wonderful. But, you know, Pepperdine University is there, and I remember taking the kids down to look at check out whether to go to Pepperdine or not. And my problem with Pepperdine, it was like you had to be a mountain goat to negotiate. Everything was, you know, there's hardly a piece of flat land up there, right? So it's, I don't know, it just, I don't know. I just didn't like the layout of it. Right? I mean, it's well regarded, but I don't know why I'm yawning, guys. Yeah, it's a nice campus, but it's just you know, it's not negotiable really by, you know, you can tell it's not designed for walking. So I think I went to bed at 7 o'clock last night. Next thing I knew, it was 7 a.m. Next thing I knew, it was 7 a.m. And you'll see why on a video coming up there. So, Naomi, how are you doing, babe? Nice to see you. Trying not to get sick for the holidays. Keep moving, keep grooving. Keeping the heat off, keeping in a constant state of refrigeration. Wisconsin is pretty hilly campus. I avoided brainwashing there. What is that? I don't know what WI is. Wisconsin, the Badgers, I don't know. University of Wisconsin, I don't know. University of Wiz, I don't know. What are we talking about there? Yeah, Wisconsin University. Are we talking about the community college, Madison Community University of Wisconsin at Madison campus? It's a very liberal. Is that what is that? Dare County? I don't know what is that county called? It's a very liberal bastion there. I can't take being bone chilly. It hurts to call it, honey. This is where I excel this time of year. All right, maintaining that constant, Stain County, yeah, maintaining that constant temperature without stepping into 78 degrees and then stepping out to 34 degrees. Just keep it nice and chill. All right, that's the way we do it. All right, so this is a very trying time of year, but I'm very well acclimated to it. I think it was 49 degrees in the house this morning. And I embraced it. Just saying. I embraced it in a major way. I took off all of my clothes and just danced around in front of the wall of sound. No, I didn't. I didn't do that, okay? I shrieked when my Tootsies hit the floor, that wooden floor in there. Anyway, it is holiday time. My spirits are very high right now. I'm looking forward to going to Las Vegas. Mr. Scrooge, maybe have more coal for the fire. Gratchet! Ooh, don't pop a vein, Mr. Scrooge. I'm glad I filled my walls with asbestos. There's no cold coming. That's good. What's up, Dory Lynn? How you doing? Hey, Sergeant, how are you? Nice to see you, Dory Lynn. And Dory Lynn's knocking the content out. Asbestos. If you came over to my house, you'd bake your sack off, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, but I'm not sure that's good for the human condition. You know, I think we need to keep our furnaces going. You know, I cooking with butter, yeah. I don't mean that that's an ironclad rule, Dorlin. I'm doing good, Sergeant. I'm not, yeah, asbestos siding is fine. They still produce it. All right, because it's very inert. They're not using it as brake pads. I mean, as long as you're not scratching and inhaling your roof, you're all right. Yeah, we have a different kind of cold, and this was bone chilling cold today. But my zone of tolerance is much wider now. There's always that one person that thinks, oh man, you got to really lay off of the gin there, Gordon. Man, I'm just saying, who in the hell are you, Henry VIII or what, man? You better lay off of the sauce. Anyway, Dory Lynn, I didn't mean to advocate you never. Let's say you're sauteing onions and celery and stuff, and you're not going to really put color on it because, but I'm going to tell you, when I am doing the like the puff pastry chicken pot pie, making sure that those vegetables, those onion, that potatoes, and that chicken had some depth of a little bit of color on it, right? Really made the difference between good and really good. Yes, olive oil, olive oil, olive oil. Sometimes canola oil, because that's another pretty good high temperature oil. So, right now, just to give you the schedule of events. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm going to try to. Tomorrow's my last chance to go do some crabbing. I don't know, man. It's going to just be brutally cold out there, and I mean, wow, it's like a different animal when you're on the water there and everything. I don't know. This is going to be a true test of whether we got a pair or not to go out there. Please hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so. I reserve the right not to go tomorrow, but I'm just saying, if it's like it is today and I have to use a credit card to scrape off, no, I don't know anybody uses coal warmers under the bed. What the hell, Ramsey? Are you in medieval times, man? Bloody hell, can you imagine the people lung cancer on breathing the air in the, well, that's right, everybody slept with the windows wide open in Charles Dickens times. Have you been to Washington State? I have. I've been all the way up to the ferry that goes to the San Juan Islands up there. I've been up to Anacortes and Burlington, and I loved coastal Washington. It was amazing. I never had interest in going up before, but the boss and Janet are like, let's go. So they got the new car, and we drove from the Bay Area all the way up, like, I don't know, 1,300 miles all the way up. It was wonderful. Wonderful. I'm going to Live Valley. They shut the power off for 72 hours. Oof, well. Yeah, you don't want to be breathing coal, and none of it's good to breathe, actually. Best thing I did was acclimate myself to the prevailing, whatever the prevailing temperature is indoors. It's just like, get up in the morning, race into the shower, right? Get nice and warm and toasty, then I haven't quite broken out the thermal yet, but get the thermal and then the sweatshirt, and you just feel so good. You feel so good. Right, it looks like we have another, ooh, sorry about that. Come on, man, turn around. Looks like we have another beautiful sunset going there. Beautiful. Yeah, and then by the time, by the time I get around, right, I'm good. Right, I feel all nice. I don't need any heat at night. I got a nice genuine imitation comforter that goes over top of me with a couple sub blankets, and that's fine. Once I'm in there, because I'd rather sleep cool anyway, so it's really, really nice. It's just, if I have to get up in the middle of the night to tinkle, I'm not going to tell you that's a good thing, okay? That's like, woo, I'm surprised it just doesn't break off right now. Man, oh man. Oh, that floor is cold. That floor. So, did it warm up in Florida any, Dory Lynn? Today was the coldest. Yeah, today's the coldest day of the year. Man, that sky is beautiful tonight. What, use the chamber pot? Use the chamber pot. Right. We've been having these spectacular sunrises and sunsets here in the Bay Area. They have been phenomenal. Oh, well, that's good. You're all set. So, yeah, you're good. So I find it's more comfortable if I don't have any kind of heat on at night. It's a lot better for sleeping. Back to being barefoot. I love it. All right, there you go. So I don't know, that first hour when you're over there on the coast in the morning at 4 a.m. and fingers ain't quite working, and you're trying to handle cutting up chicken or anchovies. Do I think World War III is going to happen? Well, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait till that video comes up. See what I said? You said my sack was going to fall off. Plus, it's so far up now, I can't even scroll up anymore. So it's always best to repeat it. And I'm looking at this sky here. All right. And I'm just seeing how, man, what does that look like? Right? That looks like morning on the bay. Except this is more pink. Right? Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, what a sky, man. That's a Bay Area winter sky. That's like Gone with the Wind worthy. Right. Right. Beautiful. Oh, brother. Am I? Oh, Ramsey, you are a hoot. You know? Do you remember Dr. Denton's? They had the button that opened backside. I certainly do remember them. Yeah, just, you know, didn't they have the little footsies in the bottom? Pink sky at night, sailor's delight. Pink sky in morning, sailors take warning. So it's just it's a spectacular sunset tonight. Yeah, the blue hour's loading up. I'm not sure, Shimei, because, you know, on account of we got some clouds and stuff here. Not a lot of it, but have rain and it's damned overcast. We got fog. Yeah, that Tool fog. I'm going to have a hell of a ride down to LA very early on Friday morning. It might start in the rain here a little bit, but that's fine. Once I get into over the Grapevine and drop down into Santa Clarita and down near Santa Paula and get in past the Getty Center and down the freeway, the 405, it should be in the 60s, maybe 70 degrees. And that'll be nice. The chill will begin on Sunday when I head up to the desert, climb the mountain, and no moisture, no nothing. It's going to just be darn cold up there. So it'd be a better sunset if it wasn't sponsored by Dodge, right? I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I am on the move this week, Dory Lynn. Right, I am on the move. I still have content from Vegas. I haven't even, another restaurant review I haven't even put up yet, so I might have a couple things that are still in the barrel from that. So yeah, I like to keep going. I like to just keep moving and grooving and getting stuff arranged. I've got to wrap up and get the final figure for the fundraiser. I heard Kim Jong-un is about ready to lose power in North Korea. I don't know. You know, you have people that are educated in a system that don't know any other way, Alan. They just don't know, right? I mean, they're just not sure. Man, that thing is just scarlet now. Look at that little... I mean, man, that is just scarlet. Brought to you by Dodge. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, yeah, people in North Korea have to collect their own poop and turn it in, and then you're going to send people over to the Ukraine. You know, sure as hell North Korea didn't pay for that pleasure cruise. Right? It's Russia's the one that I would be more apt to believe you're going to wake up one day and Putin's going to be gone. That would be far more expected to me because of this adventuring into Ukraine. It is just it's taking a tremendous toll on the Russian economy. Anytime you wage war over a protracted period of time measured in years, a couple things happen. Over time, you lose the initial wave of support, and number two, it just breaks you financially. And it makes you, turns you into a third world nation. You're keeping confidential data from your board. Yeah, I heard of him. Yeah, right. He was killed, right? Right. His plane crashed mysteriously or something like that. Something weird. Oh, man. Good thing about to go on crabbing when it's cold and you got the truck, you can always duck into it, right? I haven't yet, but it's far different than going out on the charter boat where there's no escaping the cold. But once that sun comes up, it's beautiful. Once that sun comes up, and plus in the morning, man, when I get over there, and you got to understand, I was born in a very urbanized big city, right? We never saw stars or anything. And I'm standing over there in pitch black at 4 a.m. And I'm looking up at that sky and I'm thinking to myself, wow, so that's what the hell the stars look like out there. And it's just phenomenal. Even though it's brutally cold, it's quiet, you only hear the foghorn, and it's that moment in time where it's magic. That's exactly it, Doryland. It's a magical time, right? Ronnie, how are you doing? Good to see you. And yeah, it's worth I'll just stand there for a minute and I just look up and I'm like, wow, okay, there's Orion's belt. Right, and that's about it. Star course is over. That's all I can show you guys. That's all I know up there, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then the wind just starts to come up at daybreak, and so I have put aside my wool cap, my Columbia wool cap and everything, so I'm going to stay where I wouldn't even be able to find a North Star Dr. Frankenstein. I would probably go south or go the wrong direction, right? 50-50, you chose the wrong way, right? That's it. Hell of a navigator, right? So it's going to be very, very cold in Vegas too, so I'm going to make sure to take some pack some gloves for our night adventuring. Should be really good. I want to try to do an extended strip walk, but I don't want to walk 4 miles to get there and another 4 miles down and then an 8-mile journey to go back. You were huffing too much more pollution back in Baltimore. Yes, I was. We didn't know any better when I was a kid. Right, boats just dump their sewage right into the water. I mean, sewer pipes from Bethlehem Steel, Western Electric, Glidden Paint Factory, Coca-Cola, Cross and Blackwell, you name it, McCormick Company, all just dumping shit right into the harbor. Who knew, right? Who knew? So all those heavy metals, all of Glen L. Martin's plane building facilities, all that shit, right? Toxic, just got barrels of aviation sludge, just tip them over, man. Just bury them or whatever. And then you have a situation like Love Canal in Buffalo where kids having 3 heads and 14 fingers and stuff. And then all of a sudden panic sets in. And you have the creation of the EPA, right? Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, I think I would die if I went into 70-degree temperatures in a heated. I try to avoid heated places, right? You don't have a third. It's amazing I came out, right? It's amazing I survived all that. Uh, we know Amanda hug and kiss by her gracious. Right? Okay, the sun is down. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, you should upload a caricature of a Southern Belle. What would World War III be about? I mean, first you have to go through an extreme period of economic depravity worldwide. That's what sets the stage for war. In some country, the people get so frustrated that they take a gamble and go hit the gas pedal and go. Right. Then all the entangling alliances bring everybody in, and then it's on. Right. Right. When you look around the world nowadays, there's no joy in Russia. There's no joy in China. These days, the only joy is going on over here. What did Naomi do? Look at me bloody head. I think I'm done with the throat for I finished my last granny square. Okay, good, honey. I got your email. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. I have joy in the Philippines and America. Yeah, I've been in Manila at Christmas time. It's a hell of a big city. Heck of a big city. Yeah, please tap the like button. It is appreciated. So I guess I'm going to have to Uber down to, what would we do? Uber down to, I don't know, the Sahara, or maybe a little lower down there. Maybe I just have to figure it out. And then start the mega stream down there in the afternoon. So have to have my cold weather gear though. And then Saturday is the Christmas. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday is the Christmas dinner at the church. And I got hey Melody, how are you? No, Mr. Z's not coming up for Christmas time. Nope. Come on and giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Let's go. Let's see how fast the temperature's dropping. 55. We've dropped about a degree. That ain't too bad. I mean, like at 7 o'clock, it was 49 degrees last night. I knew it's going to be a chilly one. I missed eating the MRE food. Yeah, I'd like to try some more of them. I think that they probably improved a lot. With the technology of the in-bag heating, the chemical thing that heats it up. I mean, you never had that when you were in the theater of combat and all that. You were lucky to get a can of some gruel to eat out there. Right? Catch as catch can, man. Right? Yeah, thank you, Sergeant. So hopefully I'll have a chance to test out a few more 45s next time, maybe trying the Russian or Chinese MRE. I don't know. You know, the Chinese are just going to put basic gruel in. I mean, you know, it's not, they're not worried about, well, we didn't get any pudding or anything. Yeah, the United States is much better off. You get some cold noodles in a sack and that's it, man. Here you go. All right, here's a little container of soy sauce. Enjoy. All right. They don't have the same degree of expectations that we do in the West here. I'm sure French or Belgian ones, they probably come with a little bib that you put on and right, a little bit of wine, little tablecloth. Yes, I heard about Malibu. Yep, it's very dry, but the canyons are very steep around Malibu. I wouldn't live up there. I'm glad I'm a flatlander. You're up on those hills, man. It's the same as Santa Rosa, where people died on those hills up there in those fancy homes in the Great Santa Rosa fire of 2017. Are you kidding me? That fire whipped over the hill from Napa Valley and came roaring down the hill into Sonoma County, whipped by hurricane force winds, advancing the length of a football field every minute. You know, got a chance in that environment. I don't want to be on that hill. One car breaks down and it clogs the whole road. That's how so many people died in the Berkeley fire in 1988. You know, one vehicle's coming up while people are trying to go down. There was a fire, the Chubbs fire was started over in Calistoga by a PG&E power line came down. And it sparked a ground fire, and unfortunately that night we had hurricane force winds from the desert that just blew it into this county, and it came through the valleys like roaring through like a just a barbarian horde that just laid waste to 6,000 homes in 6 hours. So I never in my life saw anything. If you want to see the playlist there, the Great Santa Rosa Fire of 2017, you can check it out. I thought it looked like a post-Hiroshima site. It left a very big impression on me. I remember being up on the hill in Fountain Grove up there in a fancy home, standing next to an ABC reporter who was live. Yeah, look up the playlist there, the Great Santa Rosa Fire playlist. She finished her live feed and is like, what do you think of this? What? Yeah, thank you, Dorlin. I'm like, what? Yeah, I was the first person to get out there with the camera before the Hilton was still on fire and stuff. I was the first person to get out there before the National Guard came in and closed down everything. It was pretty eerie. There's so many cool stuff in the playlist down below. If you take time to just hit the playlist tab and look through all those playlists, there's a lot of history in there. So a lot of good times, some not so good times. I was fortunate that I had the early footage and was all over the place, so I was able to put a video together called The Great Santa Rosa Fire. And it was nominated for the London Film Festival. It didn't win anything, but just to be included was a pretty amazing thing. Eat tacos and talk about nail polish. We're holding steady at 55, which makes me think the cloud cover's holding a little bit of the heat in tonight. But yeah, that was the first time that a wildfire ever got loose in a major city. And the devastation was unprecedented. And then I never thought it would happen again. And then next year it was even worse. Paradise, California burned down with a larger loss of life. And the whole, well, basically the city was destroyed, gone, taken right off of the map. Kind of like Lahaina in Maui. Yeah. Well, I don't know, Melody. You know, I was just capturing what's going on, and you know, some people think I experienced PTSD after that series of. I mean, there were whole mobile home parks that I would just walk through where hundreds of mobile homes were, and there was just ashes, and I would find scissors that people used from sewing kits, and you know, yard tchotchkes, and you know, like how many, you know, X number of people died in this mobile home park and never even had a chance, right? So it was a very I would walk around and I would see all these cars on their roof. Yeah, thank you, Melody. I'd see all these cars on their roof. And I'm like, what did people come in and turn these cars over top in these fire zones? And what actually happened would the gas tanks would explode and they would scream up into the air and come down to the ground, right? So a lot of people, probably 80% of the people rebuilt on the hill. Some people left town. They couldn't take it anymore. But the insurance rates are phenomenal up there, and it just makes the houses that's much more difficult to sell to hold their value. There's a lot of fire risk there because vegetation grows naturally wild. So, all right, what are you going to do? And it's a lot of hills there. Steep hills and canyons. We'd go up there and spend some time. I've never been able to get a decent signal up there. Once in a while to go live a little bit and show people around. It'd be interesting to do a video 7 years later. Man, Naomi, Norway in winter. Of course, it's probably colder in Minnesota and Canada than it is in Norway, surrounded by water. At least it's like a peninsula, whereas Canada, in the middle of it, man, there ain't no escaping. In Winnipeg and Edmonton, man, when that cold burls down, and I was freaked out. I woke up in the middle of the night to move my car. Yeah, there you go, Melody. I went through Mark West Estates, which was the only things left standing were chimneys in some of the houses, right? And just as far as the eye could see. Unreal. It looked like Oliver's was on fire. Yeah, well, they lost remember the chicken place, the Southern Mrs. T's or something like that was down there. That was wiped out. That got destroyed. Yeah, I think we had 30, 32 today. I had a lot of frost. Yeah, tea, Southern style food or something. Niece lost their homes. Yeah, well, Charles Schultz's widow had to flee in the middle of the night. Yeah, Windsor was another. That was the Kincaid fire. We had like 3 years in a row, which was just terrible. Right, J.K. NoCal almost would have lost his house up there, right in Windsor. They just massed all these, dozens and dozens of fire trucks on this one road where the fire was coming towards them, and they just blasted a curtain of water in the air, and it brought that to a halt finally. Hey Denise, how are you? The other good thing that they found was vineyards make great fire breaks, because when the fire would advance to the vineyards, it would usually there's nothing to really burn up in there. Yeah, hurricanes and fires can wipe you out. That's right. That's exactly correct. But I've never seen so much damage in my life in such a concentrated area. And I remember, and I'm sure Dory Lynn we packed and got ready to go multiple times. We were getting warnings even down in the hood. Right? And my God, if that fire had gotten into the hood, oh crap. With the population density in there, it would have been unthinkable. Absolutely unthinkable, the loss of life in that area. When you start getting into the high density living. Yeah, we were loaded up, ready to go. I took my choicest vintage audio stuff and had to leave the rest behind. Right. Here we go. And the next year we had to do it too. And 3 a.m. in the morning, bam, bam. Evacuation order for zone number 6. I'm like, wow, that's us. Luckily, 15 minutes later, they rescinded that. Yeah, no Norway for me. And then we had all the looters came in, drove up from Oakland and descended like a plague of rats upon the neighborhoods. And it became a lawless area, and that's when they sent in the National Guard. And then for the next 3 months, you couldn't even get into a neighborhood. All the streets were barricaded. It was like a war zone. Oh, here comes the train. That was a beautiful sunset tonight. Hey, Duncan, how are you? We managed to get mail service back on the Alpine route. She felt the earthquake. I bet Mount Shasta and fire anywhere up there. Gangster are turned violence like terrorists. I'm not sure what that means, Sergeant, but there's nothing to stem the tide of gangsterism in this nation. Doing nowhere safe. Hey, Nick, how are you? All right, there goes the big Dodge is leaving. How you doing, Nick? People are like, I need my coffee fix. That's some kind of stinky coffee over there. Oh, you put it in forward, dude, not reverse. There you go. Wow. Honey, if you went over there and you lived in a Norwegian winter, you would never. Well, you guys know. Nick, I'm heading down on Friday. I'm going to LA. I have to remember to take my metal detecting gear with me. Saturday, I'm going to do some metal detecting. And then Sunday, I'm going to be heading in. I don't have to get up early because I can't check into the prison industrial complex till 3 o'clock. So, yeah. So I'll be, I won't be in too big of a rush to leave. Everybody will be leaving LA. They won't be going, I mean, Vegas, they won't be going to. So the weekend warriors will be splitting. So they'll be going in the other direction. Craziness in Victorville and all that. Bring your own meatballs. And then, yeah. So Sunday I'll be in Sunday in Vegas there. So I don't think we'll see too much of Mr. Z, but probably a few nights will probably be yo-yo. You're on your own for a lot of it. But I got some plans. The back alleys are always great. Always brings a lot of people to the streams to enjoy them. So that's cool. So I don't know what's new down there. I'm hoping that when we get down on the strip for a mega stream, we can duck into some of the casinos and some of the hotels and look around a little bit. Maybe they'll let me into the Four Seasons. Amanda Hug and Kiss figures no. Right. You'll be barred at like crossing spears at the door. Like, where the hell do you think you're going? Yeah, Amanda's always perpetually hoping for that street justice that finally comes down, and there will be blood, right? There will be smash gear. I will disappear from YouTube, and it'll be a mess, right? People try to figure what the hell happened, right? What the hell happened? So I don't know. Ugly times. This guy looks like President Biden going through. There you go. We got to get that coffee. You got to get that coffee. I don't even know if this plate, what time is it? Oh, yeah. 5:40. This guy's still got time to get a coffee, so I don't know. Anyway, I haven't followed a lot of news, but boy, it really struck home. This Luigi Mangione. Boy, do I have a big connection to this kid's family, man. I mean, a gigantic connection. You know, he was born and raised in Baltimore, and his uncle was my classmate, Nicky Mangione, who led my college, Loyola College, to the NCAA Division II soccer championship in 1976 when I was a freshman there. He was a freshman and he was a female. He went to Gilman School where my nephew went. It's a very expensive, exclusive school that's almost a direct pathway to Princeton usually. But he ended up going to Yale, and I mean, it's a very hoity-toity, expensive prep school that continues that tradition. But the Mangione family was big in building, and they owned a country club, Turf Valley Country Club, and all of this stuff. The gymnasium and a lot of the facilities at my college are named for the Mangione family, right? So I'm thinking to myself, everybody in my family's texting me like, oh my God, right? So that's when murder really hits close to home, when you think this family was so giving and so charitable. But you just never know, right? Because this kid basically disappeared off the radar of the family for months. And then he came back in a big way. So I don't know what he got stuck in his crawl about But I was appalled by how many people rapidly took to, oh yeah, it's a good thing this guy got shot. You know, it sends a message. This shows you how disordered our society has become. We all have gripes with insurance companies. I used to I probably processed in my career 25,000 medical claims. And yeah, I saw a lot of bullshit in 25,000 claims, and I saw a lot of stuff going on, and I saw a lot of bullshit. But I never had the idea that I would cheer the murder of anybody. Okay, maybe a tyrant or something like that. You get back surgery, much more will emerge. But you can't tell me, with one of the most wealthy families in Maryland, they could write any check to build a hospital wing, and you know, they can't take care of this kid or whatever, right? And he's almost reminds me of a Unabomber. Right, he writes this fancy, you know, manifesto and stuff. Right, he's like another Ted Kaczynski or something like that. But being a product of Gilman School and wow, yeah, I was in this class with his uncle, and he was a really nice guy, a real soccer star, right? Denmark has a bridge tunnel that's between Denmark and Sweden. Yeah, okay, Naomi. But, you know, honestly, I don't have a lot of interest in Scandinavia just because of the being so far north with the darkness of winter and, you know, the limited sunlight up there. It's yes, I've been to Holland, Belgium, France, England, and Europe. I enjoyed Holland very much. Oh. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I don't know where Magda is. She's usually rushing to defend Swedish socialism. I don't know. I hope you're doing well, Magda. We haven't seen her since election. The night before the election, just disappeared off the map. I don't know. In a way, I'm just glad I'm not that and never was that invested in an election to stake my, not that she did, but the mental health on it. Maybe distraught, I don't know. But right, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm okay. Right, I'm feeling all right. I'm not, I'm still take my pulse. I'm still okay. I'm still breathing. We're in the interregnum right now between election and installation. It'll be very interesting what gets done. Your most power is the first 100 days, right? So they charge him with second degree, but he stalked a guy. I don't know how it's going to turn out, Duncan. You never know what New York's going to do. He's decided to fight extradition, so he'll probably be kicking around in. Yeah, she wasn't the only one that had a difference in who would win or not. I mean, we're still together here. We're still having fun and enjoying ourselves, right? I use Amanda Hugginkiss as a model for that. She came in and said, I really love the way this chat kept it even during the whole, right? People could express an opinion and still come in here and have fun and not get all teed off and end up cursing each other out. I like that. Hey, how you doing, Nicole? What's going on? Yeah, pot stirring and all that. Yeah, a lot were disappointed, but you know what? They still got up in the morning, they hit the showers, they got their drawers on, and they got out there. Right? right? They didn't lose sight of where we live in the world, and it's our responsibility individually to make it a better place. Yeah, she's missing out. So we all miss Magda coming in and hanging out, right? She was very entertaining, right? Very entertaining. So Janet's got her big family. Janet and the boss have the big family whoop-de-doo coming this Saturday at their. Ooh, and then I don't know where I'm going to be Christmas. I'm not sure. We might be in the celebrating Christmas on the Rancho, singing Christmas carols. Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Right? We'll have our own Christmas. I think I'm just going to put up a few lights. I'm too disjointed in where I am this season to do much more. How you doing, Cobra John? Good to see you. I bet Cobra John's got it first. Cobra John's got a set up to rival Macy's. Christmas in Reno. I don't know if I want to go over the Sierras. Let's see. Hope my creepy stalker nutcase Carrie Barrett go away. Yesterday was her disabled daughter Ricky's birthday, and nutcase Carrie was on YouTube stalking me last night. Well, I hope you figured it out there, Nicole. I'm sorry, honey. How's your mom doing? How's Joshy doing? Right? It's Christmas time in Pensacola, right? Get Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Oh man, Melody, that so disappointed me. I don't know. You got to understand, I just got my hand on those ramekins, and 50% of them gone right there. Yeah, I was very distraught all that night and into the next day, and going out there and really getting up the fine fragments so the cats wouldn't cut themselves and stuff. And I was just like, wow. Why? So yeah, it was disappointing. It was, welcome to my world of butterfingers. My hands just don't work the way they used to. I have to, traumatized, Bob. It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the last time. Right? Oh, man. I have to do a lighting project at my local parish to get their new sign lit up there. And had to go to a meeting today about that. They're having some meeting. I don't think I'm going to go tomorrow night to them. I'm tired. Yeah, not Bobby. Bobby never gets traumatized. Bobby's always, I'm kind of like this. Hey, Josh. And Bobby's just like cruising through life, right? Bobby never gets, I've never seen Bobby upset, ever. I've never seen Bobby lose his cool, ever. I didn't feel an earthquake, Naomi. Yeah, don't tell him what to do. I just hope I'm not at Bodega Bay when the big one hits, and here comes that tsunami over the top of the jetty, and here we are filling up like a bathtub. Oh, I know you were, Melody. Right. So yeah, any support for the travels is appreciated. I don't mind in December beating the drum a little bit. It is appreciated. I have some travel and adventuring coming up, small potatoes, and well, to me it was big potatoes because I don't often have nice stuff. So yeah, it was a little hard for me to accept that. Right. Plus you were right there when it happened, and you're breaking the gift that somebody just sent you. All right, nice. Nice. All right. Can you imagine any worse luck than that? 54. We dropped a degree. I don't think it's going to be quite as cold as it was last night, which will be good. Which will be good. Yeah, it was an accident, but I try to balance too much. I'm not a waiter or waitress, and I don't know how to stack stuff so it's not busted up all the time. And you know, you live and you learn. It's like the boss says, you never concentrate, right? You're just here, there. You're mentally in 1,000 places. Yeah, we didn't feel anything here, Naomi. I just hope I'm not over on the bay when the big one hits and I've got a race to get around and get the hell up the hill before all hell breaks loose. Ooh. They have all these siren things mounted up on poles. I don't ever want to hear those babies going off. And that place fills up like a punch bowl. Think yoga med. No, it's not. How you doing, Mary? Well, for me, a PayPal's better, Mary. Thank you. Because YouTube takes 30% off the top, or Cash App is always preferred. Thank you. I don't mind saying it. A little depleted after November, but I'm so happy at what you guys did in November that I love it. I would do that a hell of a lot more without a second thought. That was such an amazing. Every November is so challenging, and you always wonder, but every time people just roar through, and it's like, wow. So it's like Father said, it's like they've adopted this. They've adopted what we're doing down here. I said, yeah. I said, 30 years down here, 21 years of running a feeding program. It's about time somebody put a little light up on the hill there, put a little light on the subject of what's going on, right? So thanks to you guys and what you did. Pretty doggone amazing. So pretty amazing. But I've always been proud of the people in this chat for their giving natures and things. It's stupendous because many of us don't have a lot to give. So, and yet we still give anyway, which is unbelievable. Haven't been a lot of trains tonight. I don't know. My mother worked for community sharing for 25 years. I'm not surprised. There's something noble about your family. No, I don't do meditation and things. I put my faith in the Lord. That's who I direct my prayers to. How you doing, June? How are you feeling on your headache since you got your twofer pulled? My birth father lived on the streets of Vegas and could have gotten a meal there. Well, yeah, could have. I can hope so. I can hope so. We can hope so. Yeah, it's good to support. Well, you certainly did your part, Dorlan. Good Lord. Especially all you got on your plate these days. Headache is gone for now anyway. There's a definite connection between dental and, headaches, and when you have crowding and stuff like that, or it's good to get rid of that rottenness. That's why they think these days so much heart disease is caused by poor dental health. There's a lot going on in the old melon. A lot going on. If everybody, yeah. Well, we've institutionalized charity to the extent that no one feels really. Very few people feel personally responsible for what happens anymore, and we just assume somebody else is taking care of it. So a couple people have asked me about the book. I purposely took about 6 weeks off to step back so that I can do one final read over and add all the supporting notes to it and look at it with freshness before I go pursue publication. So I will imagine that the pursuit will begin in February or so. January, I'm probably going to take a week off, preload some stuff, and just spend some time doing the annotations and things like that. I can't stand that stuff, but with 100 different citations, it's going to be a laborious process. Sometimes it's good to get. Sometimes it's good to get back. Now I don't have the money to hire. I don't mind doing it myself. It's just that there's a lot to do. So I did 9 editing runs through it. So 9 revisions till the thing is like a silk ribbon of taffy. It's just so smooth now. But it has to be highly readable. It can't be some boring treatise or crap. VFW pointed to God. Let's see. We were talking about that today with my did Gatling do is a lot of good for Vietnam and closing the people of need. Well, a lot of churches do. I know here we have a blended Lutheran Episcopalian church that's corner from my church, the Church of the Resurrection. They do a tremendous amount for the community. There's people that just quietly serve, right? In so many different churches that we have the Redwood Gospel here, which has done stuff for, I don't know, 46 years or something like that. And they get a lot of support because, of course, they're very well known. But there's a lot of churches that do a lot. I know our Friedman Center here, which is a Jewish congregation, does a lot of stuff in the community here. I can't speak for the Islamic Center of Santa Rosa, but I'm sure that they do something too. Yeah, I'm not surprised, June. You might have had constant swelling that was putting pressure, that was pushing your teeth together a bit, which is guaranteed to cause a headache. Guaranteed. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. So a lot of churches do a lot of things here to help the community, but the problem is their base of congregations are so much more diminished than they used to be. They're a fraction of what they used to be. I mean, look at some of the traditional church services that go live on YouTube, and you see just from the back when the camera's mounted, you just see all these blue hairs and gray hairs in there, right? What's missing is young people. So with a much diminished base, it's harder to do. Your focus becomes just surviving and paying the bills. Yes. Well, I hope it ends at, that would be a nice thing, June. Get you back on an even keel and get your focus off of pain. So that's a good thing. I don't think they turn their back on the young. They just refuse to change doctrine to fit the times, as if morality is changeable. Young people don't want to belong to a church. Well, yeah, well, that's a problem that needs to be solved then, and right? You know, it used to be man conformed to the doctrines of faith, and now man expects the church to conform to his desires and his way of living. Doesn't work that way. I don't know. You're Jewish. I'm not sure about guitar mass. Did they have guitar mass in the synagogues? I don't know. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. My Catholic friends all told me. They still have guitars. They still have guitars. As do a lot of other Christian churches have guitar separate services for the young people. And look at right, what's the big online, I can't remember what it is, the huge one online, the Baptist Church online, I don't know what it is. My church goes live on, and then the brother who runs it goes to church that Sunday. Well, that's cool. You got to hit that button, right? Church has reverence during our worship. What does that mean, Naomi? What does that mean? Oh, here comes the train. Finally, there's like a lot of people waiting on the platform. I love to hear the train go. Oh, we're not loud. Well, nobody should be loud during a service, right? I mean, that's pretty much expected. You shouldn't be playing poker. Right? Shouldn't be playing poker and things like that. Well, you have to be taught that stuff. It doesn't come naturally to people. That's what I talked about in my video today. That train's carrying a lot more people than it used to. That's good to see. Maybe it won't be as much of a boondoggle. Well, that's a different faith. It's faith expressed through expression, right? Farewell, train, farewell. I think the one's coming the other way, too. Yeah, we got one coming from the other direction, I think. What are we waiting for? Yes, the teaching starts at home. Virtues don't come naturally to human beings. It's the Christmas train. I guess I thought the other train was coming in. I don't know. What do I know? How did you convert your van to right? I did. It's just the cameras. The camera's a little goofed up. I thought I had it fixed, but obviously not. I think people are used to it for the most part. Man, I haven't had noodles and shrimp in like forever. Forever. Do 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 do. The people are coming in for coffee. The place is closed. What are we gonna do? Have you watched Psych Hacks? And if so, what is your opinion? I have not. I have very set opinions about psychology and stuff that are rather well known on the channel, Melody. But they are just my opinions. I've not heard. I've not. I think I might have heard of Psych Hacks. I'm not sure. We have several trains go by our ranch about every 20 minutes, including I got fired when learning right hand post office ban. Okay, I don't know. Uh, well, it's a far different world than when we were kids. Tacos and chicken tenders are my favorite. Do you like the real street tacos or the crispy, like Ortega taco shells or all of that? Crispy. Okay, so they're not real. They're like Americanized tacos. Yeah, 53. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah, but I haven't seen it. I just saw their headline on there. They raised us these days. Well, we could, but it would be too much self-denial these days, June. Society's not equipped for that anymore, in my opinion. We're not conditioned that way anymore. The greater tendency is to avoid having children at all these days. No, of course not. I don't think everybody wants to be a parent, nor is everybody equipped to be one. But right, that's why it's called a personal decision. Well, if you watch my video car class, you'll understand the reason for that. Hey, Ronan, how are you? Good to see you, friend. Happy holidays to you. All right, I'm hungry. I gotta eat. Oh. All right. Maybe we should go over to Walnut Creek, Walnut Court, and see if they put up any decorations. Don't pull, dope. Oh man, learn to look around you. Wow, people are just clueless these days. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Ron, and I hope everything's going well for you. I hope had a good Thanksgiving and everything. I don't know. I didn't get a lot out of Five Guys. A couple weeks ago when I went, it just wasn't. You got to really be careful of people crossing the streets here. Really be careful, right? I mean, you think the bicyclists are bad? You got a lot of people that are clueless now about crossing the streets. Oh. Yeah, I thought Five Guys was just wasn't worth it. They try to make it worth it with French fries, but that's not going to cut it. You know, potatoes are cheap. And if you go in and ask for a regular burger, it's this gigantic thing and it's expensive. So you have to remember to go in and ask for a small fry. One time I lived and I learned. I don't really eat fast food though. Like went down to REI to look around today, and passed the McDonald's. For a fleeting second I thought about trying a Big Mac, something I haven't had in 20 years or something. And but then I came home and soaked my head in a bucket of ice water, and the feeling passed. So that was it. There's nothing big about a Big Mac anymore. The size is probably 40% smaller than it used to be. Children have been and always will be a sacrifice. Boy, I forgot how bad the headlights are in this thing. Literally like having two candles behind the glass. Plastic, I should say. Let's go see if Walnut Court is decorated. Man, they got this glice rink open now and not one person is skating. I don't know if people are all about tripping around on plastic. Yeah, the Big Mac is big money. If you go in without an app or something and you go in, you're just basically asking to be taken advantage of. You're just asking for it. Yeah, if you ever had like a Snow White burger, oh man, that is so flavorful. Fries were great. Man, so tasty. I think they're just trying to put something down. I don't know. You know, they always have envy of other towns and their squares and things. This city's always famous for shooting itself in the foot through history. It's a big city run like a bunch of yokels. Let's see if they got anything going on at Walnut Court here. Here, yeah, this guy's turning in. Oh crap, everybody's going down. I don't know, are we going to be trapped down here? Yeah, it's a ton of cars down there. Shit, and there's nothing really going on yet. I had the one in Modesto. I quite enjoyed it. The flavor of the beef was some of the best that I ever tasted. There's nothing going on down there. Just a ton of cars trapping themselves at the bottom. Ooh, it's 49 degrees all of a sudden. Woo! You're thinking 49, we would kill for 49. We're going to wait till we get back to 23rd. There's something going up on the helipad up at the top there. There must be an emergency case coming into the shock trauma unit. Headlights are too much here. Boy, I haven't had a milkshake and I don't know, can't even remember. That beef at Snow White was amazing. Place was really in a sketch area, but it was darn good. Let's see what 4th Street looks like tonight. Let's see what 4th Street looks like. Ooh. Looks like the library's open. Oh, brother. Oh, hey, James, how you doing? The library will close at 9 p.m. exactly. Please have all books checked out. Man, nobody ever rides these buses. Ooh. Yeah, the temperature is just plunging right now. So nice hot noodles are going to be a good thing tonight. It's going to be brutal crabbing tomorrow. Absolutely brutal. I'm going to have to remember to throw my jacket into the truck. My surveyor's jacket. tell you, I never stop talking. Oh, yep, the Gleiscapades. Holiday on Gleis. Just doesn't have the same ring to it. Christmas time is here. Do 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 do. All right. The Hand of Doom. They had some kind of Swiss company manufactures a sheet of plastic. And every year that Gleis rink gets smaller and smaller and smaller. There must be different sizes that you can rent. Silver bells, silver bells, oh, it's Christmas time in the city. Ding-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon we'll be turning into the hood. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Gangsters laughing with glee. Do-do as they smash other windows. Do-do-do. That dog is happy. He's like a husky or something hanging out of that car. This is his favorite weather. He's still panting. I don't know. The Feastable was just a Rice Krispie bar. That's all it was. It was private labeled Rice Krispie bar. I tried it. It was okay, but it was nothing to write home about. To collect emails and marketing stuff. That's all it was. I haven't had a Rice Krispie treat in, I don't know, decades. Just like a couple crisp cookies and I'm very happy. And my ginger snaps really fit the bill. Do 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 do. Road work ahead. What do we got going on here? Now I gotta watch out for bike riders just whizzing across the road without even looking these days. In and out is great value. Still get out of there for $6. burger and fry. That's all I want. I wonder what the hell happened over here. We got all kinds of lights set up. What, did we knock down a power pole? I don't know. It looks like the whole area is dark up there. Yeah, I don't know if the rancho's plunged into darkness or not. I don't know. Something going on. There's a whole lot of PG&E over there. PG&F, excuse me. I hear jackhammers running. Let's try to take a peek and see. Yeah. Oh shit. No, it looks, maybe the whole, I don't know, maybe the whole place is in darkness. I don't know. Oh man, let's hope the rancho's lit. Do silver bells. Oh man, silver bell. It's Xmas time in the city. We're gonna throw this other can out here. And then I gotta put something into the truck. Let me take care of the truck first. Stand by for news. Paul Harvey, news and commentary. Oh. That owl is freaking me out. That owl is scaring me. It was a cold and frosty night. I never get used to how fast the temperature drops here. Good thing is when the sun comes up, it's very nice. Oh, but those first 2 hours, uh, 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 uh. All right. Do 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 do. Ooh. All right. Cats have already been fed. That's good. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm all right. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing all right. Let's see. All right, hold on a minute. I gotta get on the other channel to check this out. I guess we'll go outside. Oh, brother. You bird brains, I just saw you eating down there. Don't come running in. We always do that. Then they'll chase you all over the house, under beds, in the toilet. Wow. You little monster. I ought to beat you. If I had any sense, I would beat you. Yeah. Boy. I don't even know if the computer wants to start. Outdoor computer. What an idea. Hear me. Let's see if we can get the Dell going. Yes, the Dell always goes. Whew. Damn, you would think it was 20 degrees out. Get this baby on. It's a little ragged out, but it does the job. All right, there we go. Man, I don't even know if I can drink a beer or hold one. Oh. We'll see if we can get a beard in. I love this computer out here. All right, let me grab a beer. It's cold. I'm clenching my butt cheeks. I'm ready for the military campaign. Simba, you little dope. Look like it's like blizzard warnings. Yeah, not too much, Nick. Mind over matter. Frost advisory. You. My jacket smells like fish. My signal drops out. Let's get on Wi-Fi. No, I didn't go to a surplus store. Ronnie, how's the signal there? All right. We might have some problem with the, I don't know, it looks like a lot of the places in the dark here. I don't know. Jamie. I got them open the right way. It just looked a little bit savage. Yes, I've been in military. Surplus. In Baltimore, we had Sunny Surplus that specialized in Army, Navy surplus stuff. What you doing, Rosie? You behaving? Huh? You behaving? You always look grumpy. Such a good-looking cat. You always look grumpy. Come on up here. Huh? Fargo in. I'm gonna look like Rudolph. Yeah, this is always the coldest time of year right now. Cousin Eddie. I was watching some clips from Family Vacation. Come on. Come on. Oh, this hat really makes a difference. If I wore it over at the coast, though, I might get beat up over there. I'm already on another Crabbers video for Bodega Bay. I'm in the background. Rosie. So what do you guys keep your house temperature on? $70, 68. We're usually somewhere around between 52 and 55. I think this has some kind of genuine imitation fur in it. But I keep the shop at 75, nice. Well, doesn't it feel cold though when you go in the house? If you're 70? Don't you feel a chill? Nope, Saturday I will be in LA. Tomorrow will be my last day of crabbing until after Christmas. Yeah, I'd be roasting. I'd be too uncomfortable. It would be like a sick house. At 75, I'd be dying. I just chased my to get warm and we both have fun. Yeah, there's. I have everything I need in the shop. There we go. That's it. What kind of heater do you use in there? Do you have infrared heaters or? Yeah, I sleep great in this weather. I got the shop. That's cool. I sleep very well. I crawl into those, but and this, oh, you can imagine how snuggly I am. I am leaving on Friday. I'm leaving for LA. And I hope I remember to take the metal detector with me. And then Sunday I'm moving on to Las Vegas. I have some work to do. I have some work to do, and I have electrical work I have to do. In the morning, I put up to 72. You take a shower. My shower's what warms me up in the morning. Once I tiptoe in there and dance in, naked, and I get out of there and I put my sweat. Would I ever consider moving to Vegas? I don't think so. I don't think so. 6 or 7 trips a year is good for me. I like living here too much. Now I'm starting to exploit the resource of the ocean right here. Yeah, once you're crabbing around the full moon, it's useless because all that seagrass is ripped up by the king tide. It's a bloody mess. All right, let me get my dinner going. Ugh. friendly and stuff. You'd stab me in the sack if you had a chance. Alright, something hot for dinner. Simple. Don't put that cold hand on my nose. Put that in. Say hi to everybody, huh? All right, get out of here. Do silver bells. Old Trotsky. Don't run in the house. At least it's not windy. The other thing too, I haven't seen a Department of Natural Resources police game warden in like weeks and weeks. Right. Ready for war on the Eastern Front. Yep, thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I'm just trying to stay warm. Hey, Callie, how are you doing? Callie's like, you don't even know what the hell cold is. Right. Man, we got a helicopter overhead tonight. Thank you. Something's gone tonight. Something big's coming down. I can feel it in the air. Something big is coming down. Temperature is probably 20 degrees, 21. You mean the real feel? Don't eat the yellow snow. You mean the real field temperature? I call it real feel. Miss Rosie could care less about playing. It's probably about 48 degrees right now, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, we got the cops up there. I don't know what's going on tonight. They're always circling the hood. We're having a warm day tomorrow here. You know, it's really nice when the sun comes up, and you know, by about 8 o'clock, just don't. Nothing's an easy win in the NFL, Kelly. Nothing, honey. Don't ever take anything for granted. Oh, fancy pants, McGee over here. F you. Feel a little warmer. I got a brew in me. Cat's got all these chairs to curl up tonight. I'm having some noodles tonight, Tracy. 55-year leaf. I never take anything for granted. Remember, the Browns tore up the Ravens last time, right? Change of quarterback just totally... I know my cheeks are rosy. It's like a Dr. Zhivago. Somewhere, my love, la da dee 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 dee. Godspeed, doo doo. Tucker, it's I wouldn't get your hopes up, Kelly, with the no field goal kicker. This guy's psychologically damaged now. All the other team has to do is call a timeout before he goes to kick, and he'll be all right. Now Harbaugh's got to go for the 7 points. You can't count on this bird anymore. Right? It's a cold and frosty day on the front lines. Oh, a nice bowl of gruel. It's nice to just get that broth. Part of a peanut. I like the cold really gets me fired up, energized. And again, so does the heat. Anybody that would be nutty enough to be out in record-breaking Las Vegas heat doing a live stream. Can't be right in the head. Man. These kitties have a whole crap load of food down there. The hell are you looking at? Chiefs have been lucky all year. I can predict they won't be the Super Bowl champions this year. Oh, that's good. I got my hands around there. Oh, that's glorious. Lurker. I don't know. Lurker got pissed off at me for something. I can't remember what it was. Something about the election, or what the hell was it? Yeah, I love having high energy. Something about women's reproductive rights or something, and I can't remember what it was. Hey, Joni. I just can't remember what the heck it was. Yeah, the Chiefs aren't going back to the Super Bowl. They got too much of the Taylor Swiftism. I can't remember what the heck it was. Lurker was really upset. Oh, she left a comment on a video or something. I don't know. But always welcome back. I think Lurker expected Kamala Harris to win in a landslide or something. I don't know. Negative comments on my last short. Why would you get that? Joni, did you ever get that tree off of your house, or is it just still there? So I would always welcome Lurker back. Oh, okay. So if I did get the tree off the house, huh? It was something I stood up for the unborn and right. They're okay, the grocery store shrimp, right? I'm not going to give you because you never eat it. Now I'm warm. Later, well, I have to reopen him. Well, it should be a cordial event. Right. It's not a controversial event. He had a nice conversation with the Prime Minister of France, or whatever he is, President Macron. France is still a very critically important country. Yeah, nice and hot. Now I'm feeling pretty good. Just got back from the petty. Roof is okay. Yeah, okay, Teresa, I'm sorry. Glad everything's okay, though. That's a good outcome, especially these days. Glad to hear that, Teresa. Nothing worse than having a pet down or a kid down. Notre Dame was never really medieval inside. Just a big cavern. It's not a very attractive church on the inside. What you doing? You don't even eat this. Every time I give you one, you just throw it away. I'm sure that election took a lot out of the president-elect. You love Roman noodles? I like Roman numerals. It's 46 here. So it's going to be brutal on the coast tomorrow. Give these cats this spicy shrimp. It's a waste of time. Well, if something happens to him, he's got a hell of a young vice president, so. Cold here in Minneapolis, 53. No, I'm going tomorrow. I went Monday. That'll be coming up. Tomorrow's my last chance to go before the holidays. And I think because of the cold, I'll have the whole place to myself, at least till around 10 or 11. I like to go very early, even though I haven't caught anything early, ever. I like to get a good spot. No, nope, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to LA this Friday. I'm leaving LA on Sunday and driving to Las Vegas on the 15th. And then I'm leaving Las Vegas on Monday the 23rd back to the Rancho. France is a little shaky right now. Yeah, but boy, those first couple of hours in that cold, thank goodness I have a nice lantern. I have a nice Coleman North Star lantern. It helps because I'm always afraid I'll step off the end of the cliff and just go 12 feet down to the rocks, boulders down below, and break every bone in my body. No, no, Kelly. No. How about you, Kelly? Are you spending Christmas with your family? Hey, Trixie. Oh. Yeah, I should have a good Christmas. I don't know. Might just be a simple Rancho Christmas here. Yeah. Which wouldn't be bad. I would treat myself to a big-ass ribeye steak. Yeah, I think they probably do. Good night, Alan. All right. I guess, no offense, but I don't like Christmas. Why not? Why don't you like Christmas? The stretch of searching. Oh, well, don't give anybody anything. Make a donation to charity in their name. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it out, too. I'm cold out here. We've had a good time tonight. No, I don't need it. I got an electric blanket, honey, but I don't like to use it. I like to keep myself at the ambient temperature. It means if it's 52 degrees in the house, it's 52 degrees. Let's acclimate to it. Anyway, guys, thank you to my moderators. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. It is very, very appreciated. And thank you for, if you haven't been keeping up with the videos, not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm trying to clear the backlog of requested videos on the other channel, and people seem to be enjoying it. So I will see you guys down the road. What do you want? Simba and I. Simba, what are you doing? All right, guys.